Good evening. Good evening, good evening, good evening. All right, so hold on, I'm gonna get some water. Not to brag, but where I live, we have some good water. I mean, like straight out of the tap, drinkable, delicious water. Now, look, it's not a knock against any particular country, because there's lots of states here in good old US of A where the water's not good. There may be even places within Washington where the water's not good, but where I live, I got good water. So I guess I am bragging a little bit. I mean, just it's just nice because I went on a trip a couple of weeks ago with my wife. We went to go to Nebraska and Colorado, and water's just not good everywhere. Visited some of my wife's relatives, and I was like, no. I stayed at a couple. We stayed in a couple of motels on the way and on the way back, and no. Okay, motel water is often pretty bad. I don't know. Their filtering system. I don't know if they're what it is, but maybe they do it on purpose so you have to buy water. I don't know. But needless to say, it's it's a sad state of affairs. I mean, it's drinkable. I mean, I had several relatives, and you could like, yeah, it did the trick. Like my grandparents' house, they had drinkable water, but it wasn't like good water. I mean, refreshing water. Like, I mean, you could take it out of the fridge and get, if it's filtered, it was fine. But then filtered water always has its own weird taste. Um, so yeah, it's we got good water. Sorry, I'm just gonna brag it. I'm just gonna say it right now. If you want good water, come to the Northwest. They have good water. You can drink it uh, straight out of the tap and be happy about it. So, as you know, okay, you may not know, but if you look at any of my previous videos recently, you know I'm developing a football game, professional football based. It's gonna have a thematic state that's so different from all those. Hey, Nintendo, how you doing? But so I still do a lot of research. I do a lot of not reviews. Well, reviews and my own. I don't always review it online. 136. Yeah, I know, man. You have you had some late hours there. I've got about an hour and a half, maybe two and a half if I really push it tonight. I don't have any idea what I'm gonna play yet. Um, but I am gonna try and play something. I don't know, or just maybe I'll just blab away for an hour and a half. I know, man. You stay up late. You're a night owl, man. I'm surprised you're still awake. But I was just bragging about how good our water is over here. I think we have some of the best water in the country. Now, not to say I've been everywhere, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying our water is probably the best. If you're, and I'm not talking about just like you can go to Costco and buy some good water. No, I'm saying you can go to the tap of the bathroom sink, put your cup under the bathroom sink tap, and just guzzle it down, knowing this is some good water. That's what I do, man. I have my bathroom right over here. I just fill it up straight out of the tap, man. Now, of course, make sure you get it from the tap, and not or the shower if you have to. It'll be fine. But I suggest staying away from the toilet. I'm pretty sure the water there not drinkable. A dog may disagree, but I would not suggest it. You just got up. What the heck, man? You play play COD? What is COD? Play play COD. What is which one? Wait, what is COD? Is it something I've played before? Call of Duty? Oh, Call of Duty. You must be playing Call of Duty. You're not asking me to play Call of Duty. I don't even own Call of Duty, dude. I'm not even a. I don't. I'm not a first. I'm not a shooter guy. I've never been a shooter guy. I don't know. It's just it doesn't. It doesn't do it for me, man. It doesn't scratch that itch. Some people really like that stuff. I'm more of a strategy guy, or one that can be a little bit more tactical. You know, the whole live, die, repeat thing has just never been a big thing for me. You know, there's a what isn't there a movie? It used to be. I think that was what it was called, a Tom Cruise movie. I think it was called Live, Die, Repeat, but then they changed the name to something else. But basically, he would keep living the same thing over and over and over again, and try to get it down until he could make it farther. But he just died and died and died and died and died. Um, it was a good movie, actually. I thought it was pretty good. But I've never been a guy who likes that in video games. Yeah, that's the thing. See, there's a game. Is it Darksiders that I was playing, and I enjoyed it. Where it's kind of like you go around, then you fight bosses along the way, and but it was a lot of live, die, repeat. You go to the boss, and then just try him over and over and over again until you try to figure out the magic thing. And then I finally got to a point where I got stuck. I couldn't beat this boss thing, and it wasn't even the end game boss. It was like maybe a middle game boss. And I kept saying, I'm going to go back and try that again. I'm going to go try that again. I never went back and tried it again. I probably should have. But now it's like, oh, now I'd have to learn it totally all over again. That means so much more dying. I'd have to learn the whole control system again. I don't know. I don't know if I got it in me. Um, so yeah, I like tactical strategy. You know, maybe what do they call them? Uh, RPGs, but not just RPGs. What are they? What are those? What do they call? Just I don't know. Just there's a term for them where you're just going out and you're just blasting stuff, right? You're just killing everything in sight. And that's really what a lot of RPGs are. Diablo and those kind of games. You just go in and you're just massacring monsters. To some extent, I enjoy those. It's kind of fun just because you get to go to new places and creatures get stronger and you get stronger and you're just fighting with stuff. Yeah, exactly. It's like, all right, I have enough of this, you know. And you know that's one of the reasons why I don't like to play, especially games that are first-person shooters with other people, because then I feel like I'm a quitter. If I quit a game that's just a game that I'm only playing against myself, then so what? But if I'm playing with other people, they kind of want. I mean, okay, if it's strangers, who cares, right? Strangers, you know, you leave, someone else will join, whatever. But I don't know. I've just always been one of a more tactical, slow paced, able to think it through kind of person. Turn based games. That's just my speed. It's always been my speed. So no, it isn't an age thing. I mean, I know I'm only 28, and I've gotten up there in years. I'm almost 29, but I still have just never liked. I've never. Sure, I'm 29 with four grown children, one of which is older than me. One's the same age. Yeah, that's something fishy there. No, I don't know. I just always liked those kind of games. Final Fantasy games where you have your whole squad and they all take turns and you get to pick the attacks. Final Fantasy, the only drawback to Final Fantasy was your options were limited. Your battles were limited. Speaking of, there was a couple, some new remakes. Actually, let's see. Let's go to my library. Let's see what I have here. I like Midnight Suns, but I like the fights. They're tactical. Thanks. I like the tactical fights in Midnight Suns. Um, I like the graphics of it. It's like a lot of these games I kind of like, but sometimes I just need, I don't know what I'm looking for to scratch that itch. Okay, so XX2 is another game I have. I played 12 hours only of it. Jeez, I thought I played more than that, honestly. Um, but I'm trying to remember what was the problem with that one? I can't remember. There was something. Yeah, I've never been a twitchy finger guy. I've never been a twitchy finger guy. I did kind of get good at one or two of the Nintendo games, like Brawl, Smash Brothers, and stuff like that. A couple of them, where I got pretty good at certain characters, but that was a long time ago. And I just remember my thumbs getting really raw from you're trying to learn all that. Um, some of the sports games I kind of liked. I used to love Mario Tennis. I was really good at got the spins down because hey, I'm a tennis guy. I like playing tennis, and I got really good at Wii Golf with the Tiger Woods Golf. Now that was a game that you actually have to move and act. I mean, it wasn't a twitchy finger game, but it required pretty good precision. And I didn't mess around with the sitting on the couch crap. I actually learned to do the stroke correctly, and I got really good at it. I enjoyed that game. I played it. I played the heck out of that. And then of course our Wii died, and several of my favorite Nintendo games went with it because I love Rock Band. I only sang. I only ever sang. I never played any of the instruments. Once or twice I'd play them a little bit. My sons got really good at the instruments, so I would sing and they would do the instruments. And I think we sounded pretty good. I mean, because they got pretty good at hitting the notes, and I sing okay. I mean, I sang decent enough, so it wasn't like we were bad. But I would go through those games. I used to like those. But then of course Wii dies, and none of your components work with the games, and so of course all those games are sitting on our shelf. And I've actually thought about buying another Wii just so that we could do it. But it's like all the secondhand Wiis that you get out there, you got a 50-50 shot that you paid 50, 60, $70 for this thing because it's secondhand, so it's not that expensive. But you got a 50-50 shot that it survives a year, because it may not be in any better shape than the one that just died on me. So I don't know if I want to spend that money again, but anyway, XCOM, one of my favorites. I play a lot of that. It's fun. I don't know why it wasn't working the last couple of times. It's been crashing on me, so I haven't loaded. I tried to play it recently, and it crashed on me. And I was like, I don't know. This game's kind of fun. Shadow Tactics. It's kind of slow for streaming though, because it's a lot of planning and plotting and trying to decide how you're going to get through it. And I play it on kind of hard, so it can be kind of touch and go. So, and then I have Batman, which is kind of cool. I haven't really played too much of these, but the Batman Lego games were kind of fun. Let's see, has someone ever been played? Time played. I thought I had one of these where I played it some. Maybe it was one of the. Oh, you know what I have? I have the DC Comics Wii U game, and it has the little figures that sit on it. And I was trying to find like the Superman one. I can't find it anywhere. Oh, I'm so mad. And then they stopped making the figures, and so the game. So Darksiders, that's the one I was talking about. And I was playing the original. Did I even install this? Do I have Darksiders installed? I don't think I have put it back on this computer. Darkest Dungeon's kind of fun, but I don't know. It's one of those games that you kind of on or off, It's like, Okay, so the Banner Saga. This was pretty fun, the first one. The second one, I don't know. It's a little too linear for me. It's just like you kind of there's a lot of just talky, and then the fights are short, or the fights are kind of fun, but it just feels like it's just a big story, and that's really what it is. It's a pretty good story with a little bit of fighting. Yeah. Borderlands, I like Borderlands. Now that's just a shooter game, but my computer seemed to be struggling with it, and I was getting motion sick. Okay, so that's another drawback for me with some shooters. I get motion sick, or I just get nauseous. You know, I'll be running, I'll be going, and like you have to turn, and you're trying to view these things, and it's a little sluggy. I got Borderlands 2, right? I mean, Borderlands 3 and 4. 4 comes out here in September, ain't it? And so there's that. I did not like Aliens Dark Descent. Actually, one of my followers bought me Alien Dark Descent and the Shadow Tactics. Okay. And Alien Dark Descent was just, I couldn't get into it. It was kind of one of those live, die, repeats kind of thing. I mean, you have your squad. It was real easy to get killed. And it was just awkward because you're always trying to figure out how to control your guys and not get murdered. So you're constantly trying to pause or slow the game, and it was just clunky. I couldn't get into it. It was a little too clunky. The controls are weird to me, and I couldn't get into it. But I did play Shadow Tactics. I have 15 hours in Shadow Tactics, so that's pretty good. I know, I'm just talking. This is what I do. I'm sorry. I haven't even picked a game. I got to decide what game here. But anyway, this gives you an idea of the kind of games I like to play. Torchlight is actually pretty fun, by the way. If you haven't played Torchlight, I think it's a fairly cheap game. It's a lot like, what do you call it, Diablo, or what's another game of its ilk? What's that? What's a pretty that free to play one? Something Isle, I don't know, something. It's kind of like competes with Diablo, I think. And Path of Exile. What did I say? Isle? I said Isle. I knew it was something Isle, but I was thinking ISLE, not Exile. Witcher is another game I thought I could kind of get into, but my computer can't handle it. Again, I'm using a Surface Pro, and I have a good graphics card, but still, it struggles. I think some of these games I could probably play if I didn't stream when I'm playing them, because the streaming tops my computer out. It takes a good chunk of the load, and that's a CPU load. Because graphically speaking, my computer can handle the graphics. It's the CPU that gets overwhelmed. And if I have too many things going at once, that kind of breaks things. So I gotta, and I've already beaten XCOM and XCOM 2, but I tried to load XCOM, it wouldn't work. I tried to load XCOM 2 and it crashed. I don't know why XCOM 2 crashed. I gotta pick one. I gotta stop talking. Nosgoth? I don't even know what that is. Where'd that game come from? Nosgoth. What is Nosgoth? Maybe that's one of my sons. I think. Well, it's not a bad CPU. I can run these games if I'm not streaming most of them. It's when I try to overload it with like my OBS. My OBS takes a lot of CPU cycles, and then my frames drop crazy, and then things go nuts. I have a, what do you call it? An NVIDIA. What is it? 3700, 4700? I don't know. I forgot. It's one of those. I think it's a 47. No, maybe it's a 37. Yeah, I think it might be a 37 because it was like the second. It's 3700 Ti. Um, so graphics are not the issue. I can generally handle those, but when the game really starts cranking out the CPU, plus I have, like I said, my OBS running. Now, if I turn off, I like I like to use my NVIDIA broadcast. So right now you're looking at my me. It has no background on it, right? And I use NVIDIA broadcast to erase that, and it does a really good job. Because if you do the one that's built in, yeah, RTX. Well, it's a 3700 RTX Ti or something. It's the Ti version, like the tiny step up one. Um, I can't remember. Let's see. I bought it like a year or two ago. And I have an external GPU that plugs in, but I'm using a Surface Pro 8, which is already 3 versions old. Which, by the way, I think only the Surface Pro 9 actually stays with a NVIDIA with a Intel CPU. Then they switched over to these AMD CPUs. So if I was to go with the Surface Pro now, 10 and 11 and 12, or I don't know what 12, they haven't made 12 yet. um, they use these AMD processors, which are worse. They're actually worse machines for a lot of purposes. There's actually a lot of apps I probably run that don't even work on those things. I love the Surface Pro. It's small, convenient. It's a powerhouse for what it is, for a tablet. It blows away many laptops and tablets. It's a fantastic machine. But it is 3 years old, and things are continually getting more and more power hungry. So it does become a problem. And I can't use NVIDIA broadcast because it sucks up CPU cycles also. Like right now, I'm running at 58 frames to 58 to 60. I have it topped out at 60. I purposely locked it up at 60, so it can't go beyond 60. So even if it wants to, I stop it. So for the streaming purposes. And let's see, Wargroove wasn't too bad. I don't know. I don't remember what Warframe was. What the heck is Warframe? Some of these games, I think it's because my son shares his library with me. So if he's not playing it, I can play it. So some of these I'm like, what the heck is that? That's probably because I haven't tried it. All right, what do I try? What do I feel like playing? What can I do for an hour? And this is not an upgraded Final Fantasy. This is just old Final Fantasy with, it's been recompiled. There's a new one. There's a new Final Fantasy 7 that actually is the new built, improved. Oh, 11, of course. I do not run on old stuff, man. Forget that. Oh, I haven't Oh, by the way, I did get DoorDash to finally install. Remember I told you it wouldn't let me take my picture to upgrade it. It says, take your picture. And then I try and it wouldn't let me. It wouldn't accept it. And so I said, screw it. So I stopped trying. And then about 4 months, I kept trying it for, every couple of weeks. And then finally I just didn't try it for a couple of months because I said, I don't really care. But like last month, I tried it and it worked. And so I was able to update my stuff. And I could theoretically go DoorDash again. But it is garbage, so I haven't tried. I'm basically just gonna be poor. My money I'm just gonna pray and pray to God that I get this game finished and it makes money before I run out of money. before I wipe out our retirement and my wife divorces me and and I have to go move to live in the streets. I laugh, but okay, it's not okay. I won't have to live on the streets. I mean, I guess I could go live at my dad's house. That's yikes. Oh god. Oh, no. No, trust me. Something will come up. Something will happen. God's got a plan. I'm not worried about it. It's just a matter of staying at it, man. I got to keep pushing, keep applying for jobs, keep working, keep doing what I got to do. Don't just sit back and wait for the bag of money, because I've come to the conclusion God's not going to just drop a bag of money on my house. Now, maybe he'll let me win the lotto. I don't know. I had a dream. I have a dream. No, I had a dream. This is a long time ago, where I had a dream where I won the lotto. And it was weird because it had amounts. You know, usually in dreams you don't get details. Most dreams are kind of like garbage, right? So it's like you'll wake up and like a lot of times you don't recognize any of the faces. You don't. There's certain things about a dream that you just don't normally get. Like you rarely get names. You rarely get things like. Well, what is it that they said that there's actually some other things that you rarely ever see? Like you almost never see anyone die in your dreams. Things happen to people in dreams, and you can guess or assume, and you rarely ever die. They say if you die in a dream, you die, but I don't know. I mean, it never happened to me. And so to say if you die in a dream, you die is like, how does anybody know that? It's like, that he must have died in his dream. If he died in his sleep, he must have died in his dream. I don't know. I mean, there's no way. How do you know? But it's probably because nobody's ever died in their dream and woke up. So they figure if you died in your dream, you must have died it overall. I don't know. Maybe that's how they come to that conclusion. But ultimately, it kind of comes down to it just felt like something was telling me. It wasn't one of those dreams, like I said. It was just a weird dream. I've had like 3 of those dreams in my life where they felt more like something was telling me what I needed to do or what was going to happen. And usually it was after praying or after some kind of discussion I had with God that I would get these kind of things. But this is over my entire life, right? So 3 times. One time it was a massive earthquake, and I was in a building, a sky-rise building, and I don't know, I'm not saying this is a premonition of where I'm going to be and what's going to happen, but it was just maybe an overall thing. Maybe it was just the earthquake thing. Maybe it was a faith check. I don't know what it was. But essentially, I fell out. I was in a skyscraper that buildings were falling, and I was in the top of one, and it fell over and smacked against another building, and I fell out of the building. I fell out of the building. And of course, I was terrified, right? I'm falling from however many freaking stories this is. I mean, it felt like it must have been 50, 60 stories. I mean, I was dead, right? I mean, toast. And as I was falling, a peace came over me, and I said, God, this would be a really good time to step up, show me, to save me so that I could, I can go help my family through this situation. And just before I hit the ground, I stopped. And I can't remember. At the time I could remember, but it's been years. And he said something to me, or there was a voice that said something specific to me, and then I immediately woke up. Like it was telling me something. And at the time, like I said, I remembered it, and I woke up and I told my wife about it. Okay, and then there was another time. It was a tidal wave. I know, so they gotta love the natural disaster ones. And it was just like, this was unlike any tidal wave you've ever seen. I mean, this was the end of the earth tidal wave, kind of, a blockbuster movie type of tidal wave, the kind that comes in, and we're talking about 100-story tidal wave, the kind of thing that just comes in and wipes out the entire California coast. And no, I hadn't just watched a movie about things being destroyed. I don't know what I was. It was just random. It was out of the blue. And I was in a location of some kind when this tidal wave hit here in Seattle. Of course, it hit where I live because why not? And I live a long way from the ocean right now. I mean, if a tidal wave that big hit, I live even on a hill. So I mean, like a mega hill. Like I'm several hundred feet above sea level right now. Even though the ocean isn't that far from us, we just, that's just kind of, we live on a hill. I say a hill because it's not a mountain, but we're on the top. So it would take a lot of water to get to us. But it's, by the sounds of this dream, maybe this water got to us. I don't know. But again, that was the only other time that it felt like something more when I woke up. There was more to it. It's like there was some kind of a sensation of more information there. Actually, I do remember what they told me when I fell out of the building. It was something to the effect of, if you don't enter the race, something like, if you don't enter the race, you can't win. Something like that. Something like, one of the classic sayings that you hear. If you can't win a race, you don't enter. Something like that. It wasn't those exact words or the exact same thing, but it was that sentiment. And it was at a time when I was talking to God about my cases. I had produced these cases, or I was thinking about producing these cases and getting them out, getting them out into the world. And I was really worried about the amount of money it would cost me to get them out there. I thought, I wasn't sure. I got them out. I probably sold 20,000 of them in total. But, it's not like they made me a bunch of money. They paid for themselves. They did refund they did make up all of the money I put into it, which was good because I was able to pay my dad back, who helped, he invested in it a little bit, but I didn't make him any money because I just paid him back because I guess I was just bad at marketing, and I was a little chicken, so I only bought enough to get them out there. And it's probably good that I didn't overproduce, because the second run I did, when I finally sold through those, had to be improved. There were tweaks and things I wanted to do to make them better. So if I had bought too many of the original ones, I'd have too many of the original ones, right? So I tweaked them, made them better, made them way nicer, way more durable, because I did some things to make them a little bit more resilient. And I sold through most, if not, well, I don't have that many left right now. I have some older ones in storage, but not very many. And then all of the latest ones I have are all sold out and gone. But again, I keep making enough to pay for the cost to produce them. And now I don't want to do that anymore unless, I'm not going to put my own money into it anymore. It's not that I wouldn't. I'm pretty sure if I was to invest, another $20,000 and make $20,000 more, I'd sell them. I'm not worried about that. It's just that it takes time to make that money back, and I don't want to put that burden on my wife, really. I guess, because it's stressful, and I don't need to do that anymore. It's like, if people want to make them, they'll help me to make them by backing a Kickstarter or something. And the next time, though, I produce, I want to make bigger ones, because people keep asking about bigger ones. All this stuff. Anyway, it's irrelevant. But simply to say these dreams have been kind of premonitioned. That one kind of came through. I entered the race. I mean, I made the product. I went through with it, sold them, made them, but I didn't. I won't know. I won't say that I won. I just didn't lose. It's still cool to have it out there. When you have a bunch of retailers out in the world having had my product, I don't know if they have them anymore, but there was a time when I had about 100 and something retailers across the U.S. and even in other countries after the production that were carrying my product, which was really kind of cool. And people kept buying them right up until I sold out of most of them. And then even now, I still sell the inserts. So either people have them or they're using the inserts for other things. I don't know. That's a possibility. The inserts are kind of cool. But anyway, that's that. So, all right, Ken, are you going to play a game or not? That's the question of the day. In fact, if I play any game that I don't have installed, like I don't even have Torchlight installed right now, I don't think. What about Grim Dawn? Could I play Grim Dawn? Should I play Grim Dawn? Grim Dawn's fun. This is a game I like. I have 165 hours of playing Grim Dawn, and I'm not even halfway through this game. That's a big game. What is Nosgoth? What is this? Is that a first person? First person. What the heck is Nosgoth? Is there a? All right, I gotta see what this is.
Show, but three to be a legend, even if I'm cold. I ain't chasing nothing, you gon' have to catch me. And if you wanna taste, you gon' have to pay a fee.
You know, I actually think I recognize this. I think I recognize this game. I may have actually remembered playing that game. I remember walking around one of these things here, and there was like a training session, and it was showing me how to play. And I bet you I have hours in this game. Let's see how many. Does it show here? No, but I think maybe here it does. Nosgoth. If it remembers. Oh, it says I've never played it. I mean, it says either that or lost track of how much I played it. But it says I haven't played it. But it looks familiar to me. Hades was a game I enjoyed for a little while, but it was a live, die, repeat. And the more I died, the less I wanted to repeat. Trails in the Sky, not a bad game. It's just a talky game. A lot of blah, 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 blah. Okay. Let's just get on with it. So you're asking yourself, are there any games that you actually don't have a complaint about? Is there the perfect game out there? I don't know. Yeah, probably. Have I found it? Well, there's a few games I've completed. You know what game I really liked that I thought was a perfect game? Or at the time that it came out, I liked it a lot. Was Dungeon Siege. In fact, I believe Dungeon Siege 2 was really good also. It was just such a cool game. The concept was good. I really just liked... I just really liked the way they did it, and I think it was Dungeon Siege though that had the best boss ending that I have personally ran into. It wasn't just some giant boss, you know, but it had such a cool the way it was balanced, and there was tension, and there was surprises. It was just a great final boss, and you felt good when you were done with it. You're like, you earned that victory. And you could have died because the game locks you in. You can't save when you go in, so you have to win this battle. You're able to save before you go in, and that's only if you knew. I didn't even know. I had luckily saved fairly recently. But what the best part about it is I actually won the first time I got into it with him. But it was a tough fight. And I was like, just you have to do some kiting. In fact, there was a lot of kiting to stay alive in that. You're playing in this big circle and you're trying to like get away from this guy who's just blasting you, and then guys get killed and you're trying to run around and resurrect them and try to say, all right, we're alive, run. Everybody's running around and taking shots at this thing. It was a great fight, and it took forever. The fight took, I'm serious, it probably took 40 minutes to beat this guy at least. I mean, that's a long time for a single battle. And, you have your whole squad of 6 guys. I don't remember how many we had, and I needed every bit of my guys. Everybody had to contribute. It was a great game. And I've been waiting. And then Dungeon Siege 3 came out. I beat Dungeon Siege 3. It didn't have the same oomph, but I played it all the way through. It was mostly beat it because it wasn't that long of a game. And it wasn't even set up the same. So, but games like Dungeon Siege, okay, so what Dungeon Siege did that was different from like your other games, a lot of games now are all about skill trees, and you can focus and build up your guy on these skill trees. That's a common thing, right? Path of Exile, Diablo, and a bunch of other games I play. They all do skill trees. It's an interesting concept. It's not my favorite concept. I mean, it works, but it feels disconnected, right? I mean, you get some experience, then you go, all right, what do I want to focus on? And you build it up that way. What Dungeon Siege did is the way you build up stuff is you do stuff. That's the way you build up stuff. You want to get good with a bow? You pick up a bow and you start shooting with the bow. And you get good with a bow, and you get good with certain kinds of bows. Maybe you pick up a spear, you get good with the spear. Your weapon gains experience because you're better with that weapon. And so switching weapons is not a great idea because you've never done it. But you could have both. Like that's what I did. I was a ranger. I had a bow, and I was a bow and nature magic. So I would try to find nature magic skills that I would try to do nature magic spells to build up my skill, that I can find spells that supported my ranger abilities, or you gave me extra power on my ranger abilities. But I had to keep doing the bow. So I was mostly, bow and boost myself, and so do both, and your skills would increase in the things you did. And it was cool because it felt like you were getting better at things because you did the things, not because you just said, voila, I'm going to do that one. And now you have that one. You just have it. And you get experience. Then you say, okay, you got some skill points. What do you want to focus on? And you go put it on there. I was like, I liked the way it was done with Dungeon Siege. In fact, I say this, I designed a game that was purposely meant. It's called, what's it called? I have it here because I have a lot of the game components that I started designing. That is a board game. This is a board game, not a video game. That was designed to build your character the same way. You go, you fight, and you get items and weapons, and you can level the weapons and increase the weapons by using the weapons. And the more you use them, the more they kind of gain like a set of experience. But since it's board game, you had to, it was limited, but you would earn the skills up on the game. And then you could power up the abilities and stuff that you could do based on how you're powering it up. And you can go get training. You could go do training in town to like earn some new skills or abilities in that weapon class. Like you can go to a ranger thing and go to a wizard thing and go to a fighter thing, whatever it was that I had. There's only like 4 or 5 schools to start, like 4 different classes. But you would just pick what you wanted and you'd go do that thing. So it'd be problematic, of course, if you go play with 3 people and you all want to be fighters because you're all going to want the same weapons. I guess unless one guy wants to go two-handed, one guy wants to go with a big sword, and one guy wants to go with a big axe. But you get better at those weapons, and then there might be upgrades of those weapons. Like there might be a better big sword and a better big axe and a better, small two-handed weapon kind of things. And you can increase those, but the weapon you're using could actually get better. In fact, you could even make the weapon you're using enhanced because you could put gems in it. So I had this whole game set up, and it was coming together pretty good. And you ask, why didn't I finish it? Well, I got really far. There was 2 things. One, art, the bane of my existence. And 2, I had one mechanic I had to finish working out, and I never got it done. It's this cool new mechanic. It uses dice maps, a dice map. We'll call it block maps. It was a whole different system for maps, and it was called. I think it was actually a concept. In fact, the idea for the map came from a friend of mine who had an idea on how he wanted to do these maps in a game of his, but he bailed on it. And I asked him if I could use his dice thing, and then I kind of refined it a little bit because I was helping him build this game. And then I decided I wanted to know if I could use his mechanic in there for my guys to move around. And it's pretty cool. Just saying. And then I also built a pick up and deliver RPG, which I don't think I've seen one of those. Pick up and, if you don't play board games, I am babbling in a foreign language to you. But a pick up and deliver game is your classic get a quest. It's kind of like RPGs where you go get a quest and you go get it and come back and get your reward. Go pick up what they told you and deliver it. Pick up and deliver. So, but on a board game scenario, you'd have that same kind of thing. So you walk around on this big map, and there's areas that you would go to that have tiles, and like you'd get something you have to do at certain towns, and you'd go do your fighting, and you'd get leveled up and do your thing all along. So there's a lot of pick up and deliver games in the world, but I don't know that there's very many I've ever seen that are an RPG. I've seen train games and plane games, and I've seen like a Western style kind of pick up and deliver game. There's a lot of train games, by the way, that do that. So there's a few that are built on that kind of stuff, but I don't think I've ever seen one that's an RPG. I've seen a space one. There's a pretty famous one called Merchants of Venus that's a pick up and deliver, and it's a space game where you're flying around in space. And it's funny because I hear it talked about a lot on the Dice Tower, or at least I used to, because one of the guys on the Dice Tower, again, if you don't know board games, I'm talking in a foreign language, so I apologize. But he said he used to say he hated roll and move. Like Monopoly, that's roll and move. Roll dice, move a distance. Roll dice, move a distance. But Merchants of Venus is a roll and move. Yeah, it's got a few little tweaks on how the moves work, but basically it's roll 2 dice and move. And you might be able to go to a town and jump someplace every now and then, or have certain abilities that help you to move better. But it was essentially a roll and move, which I always thought was kind of funny because they always complain about roll and move games, which are supposed to be like the bane of any board game snob knows Monopoly is not a real game. It's roll and move. You don't You don't play roll and move if you're a true board game aficionado. That's beneath me. Don't put that Monopoly stuff in my face. I don't even want to see it. That's not a real game. You can go off on your merry way and play with your other little friends. We don't do that here. That's beneath me. But anyway, so there's just it's even Monopoly has tried to make a more. I think there's actually a version of Monopoly out there where they tried to make it more board game snob friendly. Let's open up XCOM 2. I don't know. I'm gonna try this. Okay, so the last time I played it with War of the Chosen. I mean the last time. But I'm trying to play it without War of the Chosen. The War of the Chosen's cool, but I beat it. So it's like, look, I played 400 hours of this game. Yes, I would. Dying Nabbit is a good game. Except it crashed last time, so we're going to see what happens. Well, I'm not going to post a review. Mostly because I don't want to do that right now. See, my FPS just dropped to 48. It's because I'm using this. Let's see if I can turn... Oh, not that. This. See if I can turn this off. I don't know if it's going to run with my with this. New version of broadcast is available. Well, we can download it. And then I'm going to go... I'm going to turn off the... Hold on. I'm going to try to turn off. Nothing like making eggs. Oh, you're making eggs? I am going, see my you can hear the fan going in the background. That's my my system here ramping up. So I have my Fifine and C920. AMG logo. Alright, so I think this one is not using, this shouldn't be using this anymore. Oh, I'm not sure why I'm still, I'm still lacking a background though, because if I wasn't, I shouldn't. Oh, it is NVIDIA broadcast. Okay, I got to turn this off. Hopefully that'll take a little bit of the load off of my requires an NVIDIA display driver or later. Please install the driver and try again. What? I keep my driver up to date all the time. What nonsense are you talking about? Fine, whatever. I'll do that another time. So let's see if I can play this. Let's see what happens. I turned off. I'm no longer using NVIDIA broadcast. So 2 a.m. Look, I said I was going to play games for an hour and a half. So far, it looks like I'm looking at playing for half an hour. If I want to go to bed by midnight. So tomorrow is oh look, my frames dropped to 14. Okay, so yeah, it's my computer is it went back up to 60. Let's see if I don't know if this is gonna work, man. If I start getting really messed up, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. OBS just doesn't like me doing this. So when I played this game before and beat it and played through it, I was playing offline. I wasn't streaming, and streaming just puts such a load. I haven't figured out how to get through it.
So, you wanna see what I got?
Sure. Let me know what your haul is. My son went to PAX, and he got. He's checking out. PAX is a big game con over
I
here.
only spent a couple hundred.
Oh my gosh, just a couple hundred.
Well, I got 2 play mats. Not play mats, desk mats. Got this one.
Wow. That might fit.
Yeah, I'm gonna put one on both sides of my square or my whatever corner desk.
Oh, you mean that one of them's not for me?
No, I don't know if you like. I don't know if you understand. Then there's this other one. They're both like $50. That one was
50
70.
bucks?
That one was 70, and I asked the guy, "Can you do 50?" I was like, "70's crazy." And then he's like, "Yeah."
Oh, you bought two, I'm sure, yeah.
Well, they were both in different places.
Oh.
So I was like, "Bro, 70. I got this one for 50. It's the like exact same quality." And he's
Yeah,
like,
different people sell for different prices, so yeah, there's no reason to know that.
I got this one's like a samurai chick with a
Oh, I like that one. That's
Yeah,
cool.
this
What's
one's-
that from? Is it from?
I don't think it's from anything. I think it's like their own
It
art.
says Starforge. Oh, that's
Well,
just
Starforge, I think, is the person who puts either
Oh,
does the
makes
art
it?
or puts it on the mat. Because there's this place called like Gallery Panda that I think Gallery Panda does the art, and then Starforge is what puts it on there. Starforge also does like
Those are pretty slick. I'll have to look into maybe getting one of those ones.
this was $80.
$80. Holy Coley, kid.
This was it's like a Mewtwo like thing, and they give you like a stand to put it on. I think I'm gonna put it on my desk.
Can't see it. You can kind of see it, but my light's over here not very good. Alexa, set desk lamp to white. That is really slick. No, that's cool,
Yeah,
man.
and then I want to get one of those like those like art lights people use for like minis and stuff. Those small little art lights for.
Oh, you can put it underneath.
I was gonna
and
say
let
like put
shine
it
out.
behind it. Yeah. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, you could get some. You can get. There's definitely some LEDs.
I'd have
or
to
something.
look into.
You
that.
could even maybe just like if you had LED strip and put it on the sides, and then it would create light inside of
I
it.
think there's something small that just points at it.
Yeah.
Kind of
No,
like how like
you could do that. There's some that have that. Oh
light
no.
that points at like a thing.
No, there's
I think it
definitely
has, like,
lights that
little-
do that.
Stand with it. I got a couple other things too.
No, that's cool.
Those are like the bigger purchases.
You said that was $80.
80.
I mean, I
I mean,
guess
it looks pretty sturdy.
Oh no, yeah, there's no doubt. Just I wouldn't drop it. It's
Did
acrylic.
the-
It's acrylic, right?
Riftbound event. Got the promo Ari.
No, I don't know who that is.
That's just one of the characters in the game. It's promo, the stamp here. This is like $50 right now.
Just for the promo?
Just for the promo.
Jeez.
And it's free to do it. So, this was free. I just went up to somebody who had like a million of them. I was like, how do I get one of these? Literally, you just ask.
Just ask
It's
you.
like a fan
Oh yeah.
thing. I got some other free stuff. Oh, there's this game called, I don't know if you've heard of Slam Throne. It's like, it's made by the same people who make, what is that one? Where you play the hero and it's also named something Throne. You know what I'm talking about? Dice Throne.
Dice Throne. Oh, I
Maybe
played
the same people
that.
make Dice Throne. But do you know that it's like an old game where you play, you slam it on a stack of things and you flip them, and that's how much life you take away from your opponent.
Oh yeah, that was a game that was created by. I think that was the game that was created by the creator
It
of
was called,
Magic.
like Pog or something.
Yeah,
Pogs?
the guy who created Magic created that game. I think.
Yeah.
That was his thing, and you can get you buy the Pogs, and they're like really,
You
yeah.
get special ones. But
Yeah.
this game is you basically buy a pack, and you get a special coin that does the flipping. So you'll get a barbarian or an ice witch, and they'll have a passive and active ability to use in the game. Like the Barbarian's low OP. It starts with 20 HP.
Yeah, no, I've heard it's a fun game actually. The one that people used to have.
It's really cool. I got a little
And
axolotl.
this one uses, are they plastic? No, this one's like
This is for winning. I beat somebody and I got winner chicken
winner
dinner.
winner chicken dinner, slam thrown. So it's a version of that game.
I have one. So
Because
this-
that game uses like they're like chips or dice, or they're like actual heavy dice chips.
you use a heavy chip like a poker chip.
Yeah, and these are like cardboard.
Yeah, and then you flip these. I got this hat.
I figured.
Little axolotl they're giving out for free. Little axolotl guy.
Pokemon.
No, that's a real animal. An axolotl.
Oh, what? I said a what animal?
An axolotl.
Like
It's like an underwater salamander type of thing.
You mean it's like a real thing?
That is a real animal. You can look it up. It's just a little guy. They were giving it out for free. I was like, sure, why not? On my shelf or something. This game is awesome. Just Shapes and Beats. It's like an online. You can play it online co-op if you want. It is also solo.
Oh, it's a Switch or a video game?
Yeah, and you basically just control like a square or triangle, and you're dodging. You're like fighting bosses that are just shooting things at you, and you're just dodging. You just kind of like try and survive. But they have like really good music in it, which is why people like it. It's got really nice music.
No, like real music or like somebody's own music?
I think there's like music from Undertale and stuff like that. So he's got some good music from other games,
Oh.
but also I think original music. It's more like loud music, I guess. Oh, this game Sunderfolk. I had checked out. Me and my friends were thinking about trying it. It's like a. Oh, I also got pins.
Is that the backpack, the shoulder fanny pack that you have? You bought?
This is the one I bought. Yeah. Sunderfolk is like a Jackbox Games. It's like
Yeah, I've
Jackbox
heard of
Games. You
Jackbox.
connect on one person buys it. You put it on a TV. You connect. Everyone connects to their phone, but you play like an RPG. Like each player's controlling a character, and you like fight stuff. Like each player's having their own character. You get like.
Is it a new
equipment.
game coming out?
Yeah, I think they have a DLC coming out soon. I think it's been out. There was a test for it. We didn't get around to trying it though.
Let me see. That actually sounds kind of cool.
Yeah,
It
it's
sounds a little bit like Chronicles. Remember the game we played
Oh, maybe.
on the Wii, where everybody was like working together to try to go through this whole area, and everybody would have their own like thing on their own Wii device.
I think that's.
I think you were able to play on the Game Boy.
Oh yeah. Oh, I also got these pins. These are
Huh.
pins. It was like a set for $12. It was the Mage set of mini pins. It came with a potion, a fire, and a staff.
Oh,
And I put
nice.
one of them in my bag. I'm gonna put all of them in my bag, but I wanted the potion one, which is why I got it. But
Very
that's,
cool, man.
I think that's everything I got.
Nice little haul there. Yeah, they.
Yep, and I have a new mouse on my way. So I'm gonna put my new keyboard, my new mouse, and my new things. I'm gonna gotta buy a $5,000 computer.
Don't you have one of those on your desk already?
I do have a big map, but I got it like 7-8 years ago.
Time to retire it?
Time to move on. Yeah.
I doubt it was 7 or 8 years ago. I don't think you have anything on your desk that's more than a couple of years old.
No, definitely.
You retire things long before they're ready to retire.
Resale value.
Yeah, right. Resale value. Just don't spill anything on them because they're a pain. You don't want to be washing them if you don't
Well,
have to.
this one they said.
I mean, they're not wrecked, but you can wash them, but they're.
water resistant. I don't know.
It's like, I mean, look, I washed this one in the laundry a few times. This mouse pad, and it's made of the same kind of stuff. I mean, it cleans. It's just they start to get messed up. This one's thin though, not like those. Those
This
are huge
game
and
looks
thick.
really fun. I'm gonna buy this game for sure. The Just Shapes and Beats. It was so cool. They had it blasting, like you could hear it throughout the entire huge room.
Huh.
They had it so loud, but the music was
It's
so
an
good
indie
on it.
game, or is it somebody major?
I don't think it's somebody major, but it was like $12.
So yeah,
on
because one of the things they always say that when you start getting close and you have a demo and you're actually getting close to getting things released, you have to.
I think
They
I
say
remember
go to as
seeing-
many conventions as you can and just market to let people
That
know.
is cool. It is cool, especially if your game does look fun.
Well, hopefully that's the goal. If it doesn't look fun, then like they said, if you don't make a good game, then there's nothing you're
I
gonna be
think
able to
at PAX though, phone games do drive people a little bit away. Phone games are a lot more popular in like.
do. No, well, like I said,
Asian-
I'm leaning towards actually making my game a PC game with a phone extension. so you can play it on the phone, but it's primarily going to be a source of PC because
Yes,
I don't
yeah.
want to have the
They have really cool
microtransactions.
custom PC cases.
PC cases.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like boxes like that?
Yeah,
Like that?
yeah, and they came with like special like inserts that like were animated and stuff.
Yeah, but that sounds
The case
really
was like
crazy
they're like
expensive.
130 the cases or something like that. But if you wanted the whole pre-built, it was a lot more obviously because you're getting a whole PC. But
You can if it's compatible with normal stuff, you should be able to stick anything.
well, honestly, I don't know. If I was gonna upgrade my PC, I'd probably just I don't know. I'd just build a new one.
You can
Because I
build
want
it.
liquid cooling, but I don't know. I'm scared to build a liquid.
You don't need
cooling
liquid
PC.
cooling unless you're gonna buy like a $2,000 video card.
Yeah, that's the next.
But you don't need to. There's no games that do that unless you're doing graphics
I'm
stuff.
about to create a Unreal Engine Unity 3 triple star
Oh
A
my gosh.
game.
First of all, a AAA game does not mean it's one person making a good game. It means it's a studio with like 60 people making the game. That's a AAA studio.
Well, they'll see me do
That's
a solo.
AAA game. The individuals are just indie games, no matter how good the game is. You may have one that looks like a AAA game, but it's not a AAA game unless you're a
I'm gonna
AAA
build
studio.
Baldur's Gate. But no, that one game, the Sunder game was fun.
That game took, was it 10 years or something, 7 years to make? For 100+ people working on that game, and 3
Imagine-
different studios at least were involved
Imagine
in
how
making
good the
that.
YouTube video would be if I built a Baldur's Gate type game solo and it took me 45 years.
Nobody'd want it because you'd have to be upgrading your technology to redoing your technology every 5 years. You'd be so far behind.
People would watch.
This guy's been working on it since the beginning of time. It's never coming out. Yeah, it was pretty cool. All right, back to it. I know. Are you still there, Nintendo? No, Nintendo's a guy who's on here who's watching. He said it was nice, your thing he was looking at.
Oh yeah.
Look at that. I managed to get almost all the way to midnight and haven't played a dang nabbit thing. I knew I was gonna just talk. That's why I said playing a game or just talking. All right. Let's try this. Let's see if I can actually get through let's see if my frames can hold up. I'm at 60 frames per second still. It's holding steady. Oh my, it even got calm because it's just showing a little video. 20 minutes. Can I get through at least one battle without getting dead? Has anybody died yet? Do I have my whole squad still? Oh, is this the one? Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is one I got wiped out in a minute ago. I have to figure out where I am. I got 5 turns to get to this thing, which means I got to get aggressive. I thought I turned on stay stealthy. I can't find the thing I'm going after. Oh, there it is. Oh, XCOM is awesome, dude. If you want to play a game, XCOM is the game. This is the one. So whatever it is, I got to get to this thing. I got to get there. All right, so where am I? I lost me. So it's there, and I'm here. Okay. All right. I think I know where I'm going now. I need to go that way. All right. We need to kill these dudes. Can I move everybody? Can everybody still move? I don't even know where I'm at. So she's got her action. He's got his action. 3. I only have 3? Uh-oh. Is one guy dead already? Or is one guy done? I probably only have the 3. Yeah, he's right here. Oh, he's gonna die if I don't get him some aid. Oh, I got people up here too. All right, I see the problem. I see the problem. I don't know who's got their all right. I'm seeing it. I'm regaging yeah, that's one of the nice yeah, definitely. It's put in the thing that you've always wished you had. Oh, this guy only needs one shot to die, but he's got a friend over here, and he's got one dude up on high who's going to be my nightmare. I have to kill this guy down here. And I probably can't throw that far. I have a sniper. And she can't even hit nothing. What the heck, man? All right. Right hand, can you throw this up here? Let's not bother with missing. Let's just blow him up off the building. We're not gonna risk the miss. We'll just go blow the guy up. He wants music from YouTube, so I made a little program that converts video to MP3. Oh, yeah, that's cool. That's a cool thing, man. You've been pretty active with the vibe coding stuff. That's cool. You've made a few little apps that work kind of cool. I'm a little worried that guy down here can see me move. That means he's going to shoot at me. Because I think I got shot by him. Alright, I got a 50-50 chance of this guy hitting him. Put him down. You son of a gun. What did you miss for? Yeah, no kidding.
Get ready for a surprise.
I ain't got time for this, buddy. I gotta get to this thing. Frickin' A! I hate this game. It's like, that's stupid. Screw you, dude.
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
I just ran up and point blanked him in the face. Screw you. Now I have to move as far as I can, because we have to get in here before reinforcements come. I have to get in this building and fast. I only have 3 guys. I have to get in there, save this guy, and get out before the reinforcements show up.
Go, go, go! I'm on the move! Already there!
Just get in there, man. Where are the bad guys? Where is the thing I'm looking for? I think it's over here somewhere. Where'd it go? Oh, it's right here. It says it's right here. Is it like on top? Oh, is it upstairs? I don't know where this thing is. I mean, based on that, it's like right here somewhere. Is it on the roof? Is the guy hanging out on the roof? Alright, next guy.
No need to ask twice.
Guess we'll find out if there's people up there.
Advent troops spotted!
Suck. I don't know where this thing is. It's like he's not around. It's supposed to be right here, according to this. Is that a bug? Is there a bug in here? Secure VIP. Where is this VIP at? I don't know where this VIP is.
Heading to that location. As if people in the cities weren't brainwashed enough. Who knows what the aliens are putting in their heads for
Yeah, yeah. I only have 2 turns before the reinforcements get here, and I have no idea where this guy is that I'm supposed to be trying to rescue. I don't know. This is dumb. I think the game's broken because I don't know where this guy is.
I'm on the move.
Hey, buddy. You mind if I just shoot you in the head right here?
Heading right.
I don't know how I'm gonna fight this dude. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. I don't know where this VIP is. He's not on the roof. I don't know where he is.
Understood. Moving out.
He's probably gonna turn around and shoot this guy and kill him. Watch. Yep, here he goes. Gonna go over here, shoot him. Yep, told you. I can't win this one anyway because I don't know where the VIP is. The game's broken.
Take losses like this. The objective isn't worth the lives of our remaining troops.
Can we? Oh, look what appears. Magically, the thing just happens to show up. Why did it... I still don't know. Where the heck is it? It's like he's right... It's like it shows him just like right there, but where? He's not... He's not anywhere. Okay, there is definitely a bug going on here. I don't know where this dude is supposed to be at. He's like in the... Is there like a middle floor? He's like floating in space. He's not on the roof. He's not on the ground. He's nowhere. I don't know where that dude is. Alright, well, whatever. Sorry, dude. We're leaving you. I've lost 2 guys. I'm not losing anymore. Oh, I have to get him into the area. Oh, look, now I can get to him. Sorry, dude. You're out of luck, man. I can't figure out how to even get to you. You're not like anywhere. There's like some level of floor. Oh, I see. Yeah, sorry, dude. You're out of luck. Good luck with your survival. But the game screwed me. Told me I couldn't go help you. I can't get up there before they come. They've arrived. They're gonna come and kill us all. I guess I'm gonna hunker down. Alright. I guess I can't evac all. Can I just evac one? Can I like shoot? What can I do? What the heck is going on, man? I want to end my turn. Just end turn.
I've got a question.
Yes, sir.
Do you think... Everybody looked up, they said this is easy to put together.
Okay.
It's so hard to get these blocks inside the other blocks.
Oh yeah, I know that never works out. It's like they say it is. Let me see. Oh.
Like, yeah, you just set it up like I cannot. My thumb is killing me after trying to put this. Does not slide in. I'm worried I'm just gonna break it.
Yeah, you don't want to push too hard. Let me see.
Like, I got the other ones in pretty good, but that was easy because I'm not trying to worry about the other piece.
Look for like flaws in the thing to make sure it's not like being plugged by something.
Well, I probably made
But sometimes you can cut off a flaw. Yeah, I see what you're... Yeah, that's definitely not a... I'm just curious. I'm not putting it on this way. I just want to see if it's different on the outside. Yeah, you definitely do not have an even fit. Okay, so what you could do...
it's gonna be holding up that heavy Bluetooth thing, so I need to make sure it's sturdy.
Sure.
Like,
Yeah, but this was a battle that I was in the middle of last time. I got wiped out, so I was coming back to try again, but I couldn't find the dude. And then when I finally found him, I was like out of time. So I said, "Sorry, dude, you're out of here." So I'm trying to extract my guys and just leave the dude behind, not risking him. Where'd it go, man?
You live on bar.
On an exacto box. I'm like not seeing it. See brown empty box.
A brown box.
It's like a light tan box. It's got some knives, blades in it. You see it? Kind of looks like this color, but it's a lot smaller. Where the heck is it? I'm not staring right at it. I know where a blade is that it's just separate from the box, but right. Oh, it's this. No, and you'll be able to see it. I mean, it's pretty. I mean, it's. Where did I put it? All right, let me go grab it. Blade. I have a second blade. Yeah, don't. Best way is just make it bigger.
Because obviously 3D print is very clearly 3D print, or maybe not 3D printed, but made in one of those laser burners. Okay, gotta get away from it, right?
I'm trying to see if I can
Should feel very thin running around.
scrape it. That's what I'm trying to do. I don't want to carve it into start again because then it just gets stuck and then it's covering up. Usually they're pretty precise, and I'm surprised. It's hard, but it has a lot to do with the quality of the laser burner that they use, and also they probably measured it at too tight of a tolerance. Sometimes what they'll do is they measure it the size of that, which is wrong. They're supposed to make this bigger than that.
Well, very slightly. It still needs to be a tight fit.
Yeah, but only slightly. You only have to go up like 0.1 millimeter or something. But if they don't make it bigger, if they make it the same size, then you have this problem. Let's see if that gets you here.
It's kind of easier if it's the other way around. Like if it's flipped the other way, because then you can kind of do this. Like if it's above it, because then you can kind of at least not push from the top.
Well, I was just checking to see if the one side will
push
fit.
from the center.
Yeah, that side I didn't do. Does that side work? I don't want to. You don't want to cut this side. You want to cut this side.
I know. I'm just saying. At least I already got the first ones in. like, oh, I'm gonna put this together quick. It'll be easy.
Should
And then-
be. It should be super easy to take it off. It should be. The other option is you take some sandpaper and I don't have the sandpaper. I usually have all this stuff, but I must have.
Oh, you need a little bit of room.
Yeah, you just need to make it wide enough to sand it out. If you get one side, then you can work on the other thing. All right, man. I'm going to sign off. I know Nintendo, I got distracted. But we'll chat more in the future. Take it easy, man. Till next time. God bless.